Hello there, how you doing? I want to teach you something today about how to play a musical instrument by ear. When I was a young man, I went to college and I was a music major and I had never played the piano before. And when I got there, I loved to sing, and when I got there, they made me minor in piano because they said piano was the foundation of all music. And so I had to take these lessons, and I started out as a very beginner. And I was very, very frustrated because it was taking me a long time to get the coordination to play the notes, read the notes, play the notes, and what I wanted to do was play music. And so one day I decided I was going to take a song and learn how to play that song by ear. And I started in the key of C, which, because on a piano, the key of C, all the notes are white. So I didn't have to worry about the black notes. So I learned how to play one song in the key of C. And when I started doing that, I started noticing there were patterns. And so the next song that I learned, I took another song and I started learning how to play it in the key of C. And so each time I learned a new song in the key of C, I started noticing there was consistent patterns. And so what I want to do for you is teach you, one of the first lessons I'm going to teach is not the piano, but I will do some lessons on piano later because I love to play the piano. But about 3 years ago, I started learning how to play the violin, and I started noticing patterns on the violin. Now, I'm not a great violinist. My technique is terrible, but I do know how to find the notes to a song on the violin. And if you were to put the music in front of me and say, read this music, I'd say, forget it, I can't do it, because that isn't what I intended to do. What my intention was to be able to pick up the violin, hear a tune, and be able to play it in my head, be able to hear it in my head, and then translate that tune to the violin. And so this lesson is going to be about how to find the notes on a violin. And so we're going to start in one key, and I don't even know what key that is, but it's going to start on one note. Let's just start that. Okay, we're going to start with an open string. And so we're going to play a song with an open string as a beginning note. And so once you play a song with a beginning note with an open string, then you can play that song on almost any open string. And so that's almost 4 keys you already learned how to play in, because you've started on one string with an open note, second string with an open note, third string with an open note, fourth string with an open note. It'll make more sense as I get into it. So hang on, and we'll start a lesson here in just a minute. So we're going to start on the third string, and the third string from the bottom. Right, that string right there, okay? Now, I'll probably play out of tune for several reasons, but anyway, one is I'm not bowing it, so I'm not in this position, and that kind of throws me off a little bit. But you have to find, by finger memory, you will eventually find where to put your fingers to be in tune. So, for this purposes of this video, we're going to just use 3 fingers, first, second, and third. And we're not going to use the 4th finger yet. That's coming later, but I don't want to make it too difficult. But the 4th finger is a little bit hard to use if you're not used to using it. So that'll slow you down for now. But we're just going to use the first 3 fingers. And so we're going to start with an open string. And I use basically 2 strings, this one and this one, okay? Do you recognize that? That's that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Everybody sang that in grade school, I think, at least for my generation. I don't know if they do that in grade school now or not. Okay, so learn that. And eventually we'll do this. We'll use the 4th finger. Okay, I play a little bit out of tune there. But you get the idea. When you're playing this 4th finger, that's the same as the 2nd string open. eventually you're going to want to use that finger, because when you're doing a vibrato where you're trying to make the sound smoother, you might want to do a vibrato, and you have to use your fourth finger for that. But for now, we're just going to use 3 fingers. Got it? Okay. So practice that, and we'll get back with you with another lesson. I hope you have a nice day. Well, I'm back. I know I said have yourself a nice day. But anyway, I thought I ought to go ahead and come back and play that scale with the bow so you hear how it sounds, okay? So, like I said, I'm not the best violinist, and I'm going to probably be screechy and everything else. But here's that scale with the bow, okay? Okay, now have yourself a nice day. We'll talk to you later.